Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video we're going to be looking at and talking about the most beautiful Rolex GMT Master. Now you can find out more about this watch along with all of our latest collection by visiting our website at edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk. There you'll find photographs, technical specification and pricing, but of course if there's anything else you'd like to know then please just give me a call directly. So what we have here is just an absolutely pristine example of the now discontinued Rolex ceramic GMT Master II. The reference number for this is 116710LN. As you can see here, like all of our watches here, we love provenance. So this has just everything that you'd expect to come with it. So you have your outer box, you have the warranty card with a balance of Rolex's 5-year international warranty, you have the instruction manual, lovely case here, hang tag, just the full and perfect set. So the GMT Master II is a watch that has been out for many, many years. Started off back in the 1960s, I think, when the GMT Master came out. A watch designed Rolex as a tool watch really, but for those who are looking to have the ability to tell the time in 2 different time zones. And the GMT Master has been in various guises and looks and styles and colors of bezels, etc. This one came out in 2007, and it's when Rolex introduced the ceramic bezel to the GMT Master. In fact, I think if I recall correctly, it was the first of the ceramic bezels introduced to the Rolex range that was then followed by the Submariner, by the Yachtmaster, and of course the ceramic and very popular Daytona. So the GMT Master II had been around for about 2007 to 2019 it stopped. Also in the steel and yellow gold, that stopped as well, and then they introduced it with the the Jubilee bracelet, and also in the steel and ever rose gold and all rose gold. So very, very popular and classic look to the GMT Master, all here in stainless steel. So the basics of the watch: it's an automatic watch, it has a chronometer movement in it, very, very accurate, performing to within plus or minus 2 seconds per day. It's manufactured in 904L grade stainless steel, and that's all done in-house and of great, great quality. And of course it's a watch that you can use for all occasions, so this will take you down to 100 meters if you want to take it swimming. But particularly those that do perhaps travel abroad through work, or if you're a pilot, etc., the convenience of having a secondary time zone is a really, really helpful feature to have. So let's go and have a slightly closer look. So starting off from the top down, sapphire crystal here with the cyclops over the date there, giving the multiplication of the date window, making that very easy to read. The bezel here is stainless steel, and it actually turns bi-directionally, unlike the Submariner, which just goes in one direction. You can tell the time with the second time zone here. You can see this green hand, and then you use the outside bezel there for telling the second time zone. The hour markers here have a really strong coating of lume on them as well, so it makes it very, very easy to read at night time, as do the second hand there and the actual hour markers there too. On the inside of the watch here, you've got what we call the Rehaut dial. Now that's like a silver rim that goes around between the glass and the dial, and you have Rolex engraved multiple times on that, except at the bottom there where you have the serial number. So that just makes it very, very easy to check the serial number against the one on the warranty card there. Really clean and easy dial to read though. Looking on the side of the watch there, you can see the profile here of the thickness. Now this is done in a polished stainless steel. Same when you come around to this side here. The GMT Master II, from that sort of 2007 generation onwards, the lugs became slightly bigger, just to give that little more protection here of the crown here. If I should say lugs, I actually meant crown guards there, just to give you a little bit more protection. The other thing that happened compared to the older GMT Master is that the lugs here are slightly wider, so they're giving you a slightly larger footprint on the wrist. Same thing applied to the Submariner as well. Now the bracelet on this is the Oyster bracelet, but with the GMT Master, the links down the middle are what we call the polished center links. So very, very elegant yet sporty. But on the outside of the polished links, these are actually satinized. So you have a combination of satinized and polished, and then the polished on the side of the case there. On the back here, we have the deployment clasp with the Rolex logo here. And to ensure this doesn't come off your wrist when you don't want it to, you have an extra safety clasp that just folds back here, and then this reveals the deployment part inside there. Compared to the older models, which were pressed steel, this is now solid steel. But the GMT Master back in 2007 was the first watch in the range that Rolex introduced the easylink to. And the easylink was a very, very clever idea that allowed customers to very easily get a little bit more space on the wrist when their wrist sort of swelled up a bit. And all you do is you just pull that away from the clasp here and you get an extra half link. It's normally just enough just to make it more comfortable for you. When it's then a little bit too big on the wrist because your wrist is contracted a bit, you can then just put it under, clip it shut, and that's it done. So very, very easy to do. Now, just to give you an idea what this is like on the wrist, my wrist is about 8 inches, so quite a large wrist, but I wear a 40mm. You can see there, just the two beside each other, but great size. As I say, legibility is fantastic, and I just think the colors work really, really well, and rather nice having those polished center links as well. Now, also we have some of our customers that have fitted the rubber B strap to it as well. It gives it another look, maybe about £250. It's not an official Rolex part, but beautifully engineered, works really well. Particularly like it, you get the black one with the green stripe down the middle. It sort of picks out that green hand for the second time zone. So I think overall, super looking watch. As I say, now discontinued, so for those that you can't buy these watches new, this is a really lovely example of it, as I say, with all the provenance and everything, and a great all-rounder. So there we are. That brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, why not follow us there? All our latest watches are up there too. But with now over 450 videos shot and lots more to come, if you'd like to see all our latest videos, then all you have to do is just click there to subscribe and we'll notify you when they come through. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.